What's up, Cowboys Nation and YouTubers? It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. I make these videos for me and you, and they're a little therapeutic. Hey, little man. Man, what is going on with these calf injuries, these ankle injuries, these foot injuries? Remember, what one time it was hamstrings left and right? Those days seem to be gone. And 2020 says, hey, it could be any body part. And then 2020 hits and it's ankles and calves. Man. But yeah, the news today, if you haven't heard, Randy Gregory in one-on-one drills today sprained his calf, and he will be out for the minimum of 3 weeks on IR. Great. That means he will be missing the Atlanta game, Kansas City, Las Vegas, and more than likely the Saints game, because we play, 4 games in 18 days or something like that. It's that stretch of the season where you can't afford to miss anybody because we play like 4 games in 12 days back to back or something like that. It's crazy. And we're like the only team that really hurts like that in that stretch. You don't see Detroit doing all that. And they play on Thanksgiving, but hey, we're the Cowboys. We're the draw. It's what we do. Unfortunately, the backups behind Randy Gregory, since he's been full-time pass rusher, haven't been on par as him. Heck, they haven't even been on par with Micah Parsons. And that's a shame. But it's going to have to be next man up. You don't have Tank Lawrence or Gregory now. Excuse me. So I'm not sure what the plan's going to be. You're going to have to shift around the defensive line, the defensive ends and tackles. Everybody's going to have to put on their A game and hopefully hold up. Don't let anything get around them on the edge, and hopefully stop the run on the insides. But with the mastermind Dan Quinn on it, he might come up with something. We'll have to see. But that is just some upsetting news to hear this close to the game. I mean, we had Tyron Smith, Zeke Elliott, Amari Cooper, and Gregory yesterday taking vet days off. And then the next day, Gregory's gone. Man, when it rains, it pours. DeMarcus Lawrence is still working in the rehabbing and resistance cords and stuff like that. More than likely, he's not going to be back for any of this spread either, because it's so close on top of each other. So you can expect him after the Saints game. I think that is Arizona, I do believe. Man, it's just ridiculous. But ain't too much to report. Just happy to finally get over everybody being upset with the Denver game. I mean, I didn't post anything because everybody was just so bummed. Everybody was so adamant. They just did not want to get past that Broncos game like it was the only game of the season. Thankfully, we got other things to worry about now. So, it's time to move on. Time to have a backup plan and a backup to the backup plan. As much as Micah Parsons is beasting on his Defensive Rookie of the Year resume and probably Defensive Player of the Week, it's going to be hard to come up with the kind of pressures and sacks that Gregory can come up with in a moment's notice. So it's definitely going to be on these guys to step up. I don't want to see it, because I think the starters are starters for a reason, and I hate to see backups come into a game because that means our starters, something's wrong with them. But that's just my opinion. But we have been drafting well in the past. We have been getting some good free agents. So hopefully the productivity level isn't so far gone that it's just ridiculous. But that's all I really wanted to talk about. That's all that's coming out because everybody's still, hanging over from the Broncos game. The injury to Randy Gregory, taking him out for a couple weeks is bad news. We'll get Michael Gallup back for the Atlanta game, so that's a positive. So they pretty much even out as far as good and bad news today. So that's all I got for you. If anything else comes up, we'll talk about it. Till then, this is VA Dallas Cowboy fan. Out.